Each week, we spotlight one specific Metro Atlanta neighborhood to call out critical changes in market pricing and discuss other important market information to help you identify unique opportunities in that specific area. This week, we're highlighting the neighborhood Brookshade, which is west of 400 on Hopewell Road in Alpharetta, north of Mayfield. In that subdivision, which contains about 140 homes, the highest average sales price was set in 2008, when average sales prices were $672,000. There were 4 homes sold that year. By 2010, the average sales price had dropped to $474,000, or dropped 29%, or $174,000 on average, to $474,600. By 2015, prices had recovered to $618,000, not all the way back to where they were in 2008, but there were 9 homes sold in the neighborhood that year. So prices dropped 29% and have risen 23% from that low. So if we said that the price of an average home in that neighborhood is represented by the number 100 in 2008, by 2010, the average value had dropped to a 71, but by 2015, the average value has recovered to a 92. There are currently 3 homes on the market for sale, range from a low asking price of $549,000 to a high ask price of $628,000. There are 4 months worth of supply on the market, which means if you take the number of sales that have happened in that neighborhood in the last 12 months and you divide that by 12, you determine how many homes are selling each month, and then you take the number 4, the number 3, which is the number of active listings in the neighborhood, and divide it by the average number of homes that have sold and closed per month for the last year. You come up with 4 months worth of inventory, and that says that we're at the very low end of a balanced market. For those of you who need some reminding, if you have less than 4 months worth of inventory, we say it is a seller's market. Seller has more sway in the negotiations. If you have 4 or 5 months worth of inventory, we say it's a balanced market. And if you have more than 5 months worth of inventory, we say it is a buyer's market. There's about 140 homes in the neighborhood. We say that homeowner equity in that neighborhood has increased $19.8 million. So the 140 people who own homes in that neighborhood are enjoying $19.8 million more in equity now than they had in 2010. The elementary school is Summit Hill, the middle school is Hopewell, and the high school is Cambridge. Cambridge gets a school chimp rating of 88. If you'd like to low down on your own neighborhood, our free market snapshot is just what the doctor ordered. It's really like getting a monthly bank statement on your home's value emailed right to your inbox every single month, and getting one is easy. Just sign up now at GoGaddis.com. That's GoGaddis.com. Just click on the Home Values and ATL tab. It'll take less than 30 seconds and will ensure you are the local smarty about what's going on in your neighborhood. I assure you, your neighbors will be jealous because you'll always be the first to know. Just go to GoGaddis.com. That's GoGaddis.com. Hey, Alfie.
Yes, sir.
Are you ever amazed at the amount of data that is available out there on the internet?
Yeah, you can find anything anywhere now.
And for the last 10 years, data hasn't been very intelligent, meaning people couldn't do a whole lot with data on the internet. But Google has some plans to change that. The question is, does Project Sunroof give us a glimpse of how Google will disrupt the insurance market? Oh my gosh. Can you imagine if they can project insurance claims and all kinds of information about your house and start to compete with other big insurance companies? So we're looking at the company's Project Sunroof. If you want to go to do some research, you can go to Google, which is funny. You go to Google to research Google and just type in the words Project Sunroof. The project uses exceptionally sophisticated mapping data to determine which homeowners would most benefit from solar panels, and in the process may provide some insight into how Google might be approaching the insurance industry. Big data is the term commonly used, but data isn't very interesting while knowledge is. The size of the database doesn't matter. What matters is using developments in technology to look in the right places to find the right data They answer the right questions so that revelations emerge. Google is modeling the world in 3 dimensions and using that model to generate information house by house based on totally personalized criteria on the square footage of the roof that would be available for solar panels, on the amount of cloud cover that's expected to obscure the sun above the house, on the effectiveness of the sunlight that will hit the roof, incorporating calculations based on temperature and how the angle of the sun changes each day, and on any shade that would be cast on the panels from any other structures. Can you imagine if they start to develop some sophisticated modeling software that can project which homes will be benefited by installing solar panels, the kind of information they could gather about the size of the home and the roof and the age of the roof and all that kind of stuff, and they might very well decide they want to compete in the insurance industry. If you are listening and you don't want to monkey around with your kids' education or the impact schools have on home values, you might want to download a free school chimp report. Just visit GoGaddis.com. A school chimp report on a local high school provides the most comprehensive rating system available today and includes all the other demographic information you'd like to know about a particular school district, like the percentage of homeowners and renters, the average household income, the educational attainment by parents, the average sales prices for the last 8 years. School Chimp is free, and you can download a School Chimp report available at GoGaddis.com. My name is Cleve Gaddis, your radio show host. I appreciate you listening to another week's episode or edition of the Call Cleve Atlanta Real Estate Show. I'll be back here next Saturday at 9:06 a.m., and I look forward to talking to you then.